I really just come to relieve somebody from a lot of stress, because I know that, walking with God and, taking that straight and narrow path is not easy at all. And a lot of times people get caught up in trying to cross their T's and dot their I's, just meaning trying to be perfect, trying to be squeaky clean. And it's impossible to be squeaky clean in this world. You know what I'm saying? Just being in flesh. We not Jesus. We not the Messiah. But, who I've been thinking about a lot the most is David. And one thing that I thought about is when God said, I have found a man after my own heart. Meaning he was saying that David is for him. He will do anything I ask him to do. Meaning he was solid with God. But even in that, even in his midst of being solid with God, watch this right here. Now remember, David is a man of God. He's after God's heart. You know what I'm saying? But even though that he's a man of God and God sees him as somebody after his own heart, David still did wrong. Come on now. If you read the story about David, you know what happened with him and Bathsheba. Bathsheba was a woman that he seen and he had to have her. She was already married. He conspired and premeditated to get her husband killed during a war, during a battle. You see what I'm saying? Even David did wrong. Now, God already co-signed David, though. But even though God co-signed David and he was a man of God, David still did wrong. But here's the thing, David did wrong, but also God still gonna have to chastise you. He gonna have to correct the ones he loved. So I'm saying all that to say, if David messed up, what makes you think that you're not gonna mess up? Why you stressing yourself to try to be so perfect? You see what I'm saying? You ain't even done what David did. David set somebody up and had him unalived. He took his wife and everything, premeditated. He didn't care. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to go do that, but you get the point. Even David messed up, and he's somebody that God co-signed. He appointed David as the new king. You see what I mean? You're never going to live in this world and be squeaky clean and be perfect. I'm not saying go out here and continue to practice sin, but also what I'm telling you to do is stop stressing yourself out. And that's another thing that I have to remind myself as well. And that's why I want to tell y'all that. Stop stressing yourself out over every little thing. Like, who you really hiding from? Because God see everything you do. And to be real with y'all, it's not God you hiding from. It's people. Because God see everything we do. It ain't God that we really be running from. It be people. It be the judgment of other people. This is what I want to say to the world. That's what it really be. You're running from people because it ain't God. God see your every move. It's just you fear other people see you doing wrong. Because like I say, when you are a believer and you give your life to Christ, it's not easy. Because everybody will watch everything you do when they know that you supposedly live for God. They always watching you. You don't think I know people watch me? I know that. But see, my thing is, I told myself I'm going to continue to be real with me, be real with God. So therefore, if I'm ever confronted about anything, I don't run from nobody. Because I know how it works in the world. I know how we are as people. Come on now. And I'm going to tell you another thing too. The same people that you ducking and dodging and hiding from, them same people ducking and dodging and hiding from other people too. It's just a world full of people who hiding. Until some people just say, I'm not hiding any longer. You see what I'm saying? It's like being trapped. Because everybody, want to play it safe. Don't nobody want to be judged. Don't nobody want to be talked about. Don't nobody want to be the outcast. But in my opinion, there is no outcast. Because there is nothing new up under the sun. Everything that's happening now has already done happened before. You see what I'm saying? But, my message is just stop being so hard on yourself, because when you hard on yourself, it's going to make the journey just that much more stressful with God. And it's really not as stressful as people make it out to be. It is the people around us that makes the journey so stressful and dreadful. That's all. And listen, always remember this right here. Catch these diamonds. God forgave David. He'll forgive you. God forgave many of those in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? He'll forgive you too. None of them was perfect. None of them was squeaky clean. And the people, when you read your Bible, you'll realize that they were sinners as well. You see what I'm saying? They didn't preach that like that when I was growing up. I didn't know that some of the people in the Bible that we heard about were sinners. They didn't talk about that part. So in my mind, when I was young, I thought all of them was clean. They didn't do wrong. So now I'm trying to live my life to what I thought I knew about them. Catch them diamonds. Stop stressing yourself, because it's going to make the journey harder. Relax.